Hey yo guys, Shuppet Speed back here with another video. So today we are doing the Fire Gym Cup. This is going to be a best Pokemon list here. So we're not doing the grind to Groudon. I've decided to change it up just to give you guys a perspective of what Pokemon are going to be the best in this cup and what Pokemon really take advantage of the +1 movement points and the +20 attacks. So let's just jump straight into it, but before we do, go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz if you guys want daily Fire Gym Cup uploads. And let's go ahead and take a look. So the first Pokemon that I want to talk about, we're actually going to be talking about the ground types first, is Geodude. So Geodude is pretty cool because he's got that white attacks that are going to be boosted by 20, which makes him just overall like way better. You know, like the 40 rock throw is nothing. The 30 rollouts, like you're not going to hit it that often. So it's really kind of, he's you know, like who would use him, right? I mean, if without the cup, I'm not going to use him. But in this cup, he's kind of fun because you get to use a different Pokemon, and he has the ability to evolve. And I've been using him as just a defender, really. Now, Graveler you can't buy in the material shop, so let me go ahead and just take a look at my deck so I can show you Graveler real quick and Golem. They are both really good in their own right, but if you can proc the evolution, that's just a bonus. So in this gym, Growler is going to be doing 70 rollout, and he has that 2-star landslide, which is going to push back the Pokemon and make them gain weight. And overall, as a defender, that's just great. You know, if you can push them back, or you can just destroy them with rollout, really, really nice. And then the Golem, obviously, is just a beast. If you can get that Golem evolution, you're set. He's such a great defender with Rock Blast, Rock Wall, and Rock Throw, all getting the boosted 20 from the gym. And Rock Wall is just insane. Like if they can't have 120 damage on that Rock Wall, they're not going to win. So it's just crazy. He's a really fun Pokemon in my opinion to use for this gym, and I am actually using the Geodude double evolution in my deck currently. So the next Pokemon we're going to talk about is the Gabite. Now, Gabite is a Pokemon that's already popular. Like, he's already popular in decks because of that ability, Sandveil. And he can literally just swoop under you. So what Sandveil does is if a Pokemon is trying to attack you, he can literally just jump under you and avoid the attack. So he's really good. With the boosted of the Dragon Claw becoming 90 and the Slash becoming 60, he's so much better. And if you can proc the evolution for Garchomp, Garchomp is insane with 110 Dragon Rush and an 80 Dragon Claw in this gym, and he has double flight, which gives him so much mobility. He's just going to be a beast. And I've actually come up against a few of them, and they have not been fun, like not fun at all. The next Pokemon is Vibrava. So Vibrava is going to evolve into Flygon. I personally am using them simply because I don't have any other like good Pokemon to use, but I found that I'm actually really liking them because they have the abilities, or he has the ability like vibrating sound. So pretty much if a Pokemon comes near him, they can't attack like right when they get close to him, and so they waste another turn. Not to mention the fact that Vibrava has pretty good white spinners with the gym boost. So he's got a 90 Dragon Breath and a 60 Mud Shot, and he's got really good purple attacks like stall attacks of Supersonic and Screech. So he's really, really fun to use, in addition to Flygon, who is just a beast. Like, I love using him. And with that 80 Dragon Claw, that's so strong, and then, you know, the purple moves are just great. So I'm finding that these two are actually really fun in this cup because they have, you know, unique aspects to them. They're not just like physical beaters, you know, they have the cool Flyaway or Draco Meteor, you know, they can have for really, really interesting games. And so I definitely would suggest using them. If you have them, at least try them out, because I'm having a lot of fun with them so far. But moving right along, Rhyperior is the last ground type we're really going to discuss in this little video, and he came out like a week ago, I think, and he's just so strong, but with the additional 20 on that Rock Blast, it makes him just so much better. And I haven't come up against him all that much, but if you guys are using him, let me know how you like him, because the only drawback, in my opinion, is that one movement point, obviously, but with that Bulldoze, you know, he can just, you know, wreck people. So he's really, really interesting. I really want to get my hands on one. So like I said, if you guys have him, let me know how you like him. But moving along, we're going to go into Fire-type Pokemon now, cover a few of them, and cover the ones that I think are the most used and the most popular, and also the ones that, you know, gain the most in this gym. And the first one is the Beast Charizard. I personally have one. He's great. And he has the speed booster ability, so when Charmeleon evolves, he's naturally going to get the +1 MP, But with this cup, if a Charmeleon evolves, he's going to get 3 MP. So that think about it, a Charizard with 3 MP, that's insane. But I'm actually finding that I prefer just having the Charizard, straight out the gate instead of having the evolution, because the 2 MP, obviously not as good, but it's kind of a pain to get these evolutions off, and it's always like, can I get it off? Can I, what can I go up against to get the evolution? So just to put my mind at ease and stuff, I've been just using Charizard, and he's been just phenomenal. So I definitely recommend using him if you have him. And, let me know if you guys prefer the evolution or just using him straight out the gate in this particular cup. But he is just godly. The most godly figure, in my opinion, in this cup is most definitely Moltres. I have lost too many times because of Moltres. He's just so good. In this cup, he's gonna have 3 movement points, and he's just ridiculous, And the thing that I think pushes him over the top is the soar ability. He can literally just fly over people, and if you don't have soar, you're screwed, So he's pretty much like a Shuppet that's just better, like 100 times better than a Shuppet. And think about that, if Shuppet was 20 times better, how good would he be? Moltres. That's pretty much what you get. So if you guys have Moltres, let me know how you're liking him in this cup, because I'm assuming that he's just going to be wrecking. The next Pokemon we're going to look at is Heatran. Now, he came out a week ago as well, or recently. And the thing about Heatran is, again, he's going to have 3 movement point Pokemon, or 3 movement points, and because of his ability Surprise Strike, which is going to let him just, if you have the entry points covered, he can just slide out, attack. If he doesn't get knocked out, he goes back to the bench. He's insane. And he has a really strong white spinner. Now, my biggest counter to him is Confusion, so I've been trying to counter him with Vibrava for the most part, or Flygon, just because they have big purple attacks. But even the Magma Slide is strong. I've lost because of Magma Slide before, so he's just such a good Pokemon in that, like 270 attacks, 110, like a great spinner. The only thing is that if he hits Confusion, like, he's in trouble. If he hits Confusion, he's in trouble. So Heatran, definitely a good poke. In this gym, I think he's like really, really good. I don't know how good he's going to be in outside of the gym because of that loss of the movement point, but we'll see as the gym goes on. So the next one is going to be Braixen into Delphox. Now, I'm debating on if, I should even just say Braixen at all, but, because he does have a decent spinner, and he does have the 50 flamethrower, and he does have 3 movement points in this cup. Sorry about that. And we were talking about Braixen. Pretty much, I would assume that you're just going to use the Delphox, so that's who we're really going to talk about. We're going to talk about Delphox. Now, Delphox has 3 movement points in this cup, or gym, and he's going to have just, ridiculous mobility. Not to mention the fact that he's just got a good spinner. Hyperspace Hole is ridiculous. Let me know, guys, if you're using Delphox and you really like him, because I'm intrigued I really want to get one. I have a bunch of Braixens, but I don't have a Delphox yet. And he's just one of those that, like, doesn't get that much play outside of the gym, in my opinion. But in the gym, I'm seeing a lot of them, and they look really, really fun. So that was Braixen and Delphox. The next one we're going for is... battery. My God, my battery is always dying. We're going to go for Magmortar. Now, I wanted one before the gym came out. I wanted one when he first came out. And he's just really fun because that Flame Gun is just crazy. That Flame Gun is so strong of a purple attack. I do think that the Fire Punch, I think that he needs a buff, to be honest. I think that he would do well with like a 70 Fire Punch instead of 60. Maybe that would make him too overpowered. I don't know. But he is really, really strong. And with that 3 movement points, so much more mobility. And he's just a powerhouse. If you can hit that Flame Gun, you're doing work. So, granted, not the greatest white spin, but with an X attack, you can knock things out. And with Flame Gun, you're definitely knocking things out. So, definitely fun. In my opinion, he's more of like the fun category, just because you can get some crazy things off of him, some crazy games. And he's definitely somebody that I want to have. The last Pokemon that we're going to be talking about, though, in this video is the Ho-Oh. The Ho-Oh. He is... Like I said about Gabite, he gets a lot of play already in the meta because he's got that Serene Light, and so pretty much when you have Pokemon in the PC and Ho is knocked out, they go to the bench, all of them. So he's really, really fun for cycling, and with that 3 movement points, he's going to be more mobile. He's going to be able to just, you can make him a runner, you can make him whatever you want. and I think it just makes for really, really fun plays. So he's definitely a good Pokemon, and he's going to round out the list here for, Pokemon that are really going to gain a lot from this gym. So definitely I didn't mention all the Pokemon, Infernape, Steelix, Onix, all these Pokemon. Maybe not Steelix. No, I think you would. Anyway, all these Pokemon have, boosts with the gym, but these are just some that I wanted to highlight on. If I didn't mention a Pokemon and you guys really like using them, please let me know in the comments, because I want to know all the different strategies that we can do for this gym, because it just started. So with that, guys, that's the end of the video. If you guys liked it, like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in, because tomorrow we start the Grind to Groudon episode 2. Alright guys, Shuppet Speed signing out.